Woll, like there's a good case here to just give him a little bit of time here. I think it was Josh Clokey who wrote in The Athletic. Yeah, he had the article this morning about how, like, okay, this is unprecedented territory for Joseph Woll. You got Hildeby, you got Matt Murray. Let's not have this guy play 60 games like he's prime Brodeur.
Right.
You know,
right.
He's never done this before, and we're all waiting for Stolarz to come back. But in the meantime, let's give him some time here to get adjusted, not play every game. And I think there's a great case for that, just seeing how things went last night, that this workload might be a little much.
So they do have to get creative there because, second half of a back-to-back, you throw your backup in there. That's easy. And the Leafs had 5 straight weeks where they're like, well, we know our backup goalie is going to play 1 game this week. Mm-hmm. They don't have any back-to-backs anymore. That sort of trend is over. I don't think they have another one until February or something like that. But they don't have any for the rest of the month. So where does Hildeby and or Murray get in? By the way, okay, maybe you know the answer to this. Murray was the backup. Mm-hmm. He's not anymore.
No, Hildeby's the backup. Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
They sent Murray down.
Why?
I don't think he's very good.
Well, I know that.
I think Hildeby's better.
Was it purely that?
Hildeby's better than Murray right now.
He is
how
straight
the
up
organization
He is.
looks at him, which he is.
Okay, well, that's fair.
I think it's that simple.
But, like, you got to find... There's not a lot of places to hide.
I think, like, last night should have been a place I think Hildeby plays.
Oh,
if,
yeah?
If Vancouver game is the important one, if you're looking at that as, like, a win on the schedule, like, play Woll that game fresh.
Well, I'm not looking at it as a win on the schedule. I'm looking at it as the Leafs have every tactical advantage imaginable. Honestly, you could play Hildeby that game. He might get lit up.
Yeah.
But, like, you're playing a tired, injured, sick, fatigued road team in your barn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that should be an opportunity for your backup to succeed.
Sure.
It should be an opportunity for everyone to succeed.
Yeah, I think they need to be a little bit more strategic about using Hildeby. I don't think he's going to cost them games. I don't think his goaltending is Georgiev level, where you're afraid to put him in the net. He's a competent backup, and Woll's never been in this position. Use your backup goaltender.
I will say I know the Sharks are very confident that they can rebuild Georgiev, and they're very proud of what they did. Well, what they did with Mackenzie Blackwood. I was going to say what they've done. Not quite what they've done on account of he's on Colorado now, but
playing fantastic with Colorado.
They acquired him for a 6th-round pick. They built him up, and then they traded him for more. That's success. If you play Hildeby Saturday, you can get Woll 4 days off because they have 2 days off after Vancouver and then Dallas at home. You have a 3-game homestand here. There's a really good chance to get Woll some rest. I'm kind of on the side of play Hildeby Saturday, actually.
Now, the other side of that would be, hey, listen, Joseph Woll, you want to sign that extension and make your $4 million starting next season, which he is.
Oh, he already did it.
He already did it, but like...
Time to quit.
Yeah, man, sorry.
About your money.
Punch out.
Sometimes you get tired, and you'll get tired in the playoffs. Pull it together anyway.
Yeah.
What do you say to that?
At some point, you do need to learn it. It's like, remember Matthew Nyes as a rookie? And they're like, well, the college schedule, and he's never played this many games. And so what did they do? Rest him?
No, they played him 80 games.
No, you have to it's the only way to build your endurance. You got to figure it out, right? I'm not saying give Woll, tell him to go to Cancun or whatever. I'm saying, like, get him a rest here, have him play against Dallas, and then you reevaluate from there.
Okay.
There's not a lot there's some real good teams coming up. Vancouver, I think, is this weird sleeping giant, but they're reeling right now. Dallas is next. They're pretty good.
Killers.
New Jersey is next.
Killers.
They're pretty good. Montreal is
really good right now.
Playing very important games for them. Every single game is important. Tampa wants to kill you. Columbus needs these points really bad, and they've sort of weirdly had your number. Ottawa has really had your number. Mm-hmm. Minnesota has been great. That's the whole rest of January. There's nowhere to hide. It's a good league. Good league.
Yeah.
Well,
And Hildeby has to play at least 2 of those games.
as far as the Carolina Hurricanes are concerned, by the
No,
way.
just one thing.
sorry.
One thing from Josh on Wolls starts. He started 5 of the last Leafs 6 games. That's 5 starts in 10 days.
That's a lot.
And this is the guy you brought in, you signed this year to be in a tandem role.
Yeah.
Like he's
Yeah.
supposed to split 41 and 41 with his other guy, Stolarz. And playing 5 in 10 games is a lot. And I think Berube's shown that even last night when he gives Pacioretty the night off, I was like, what is Pacioretty doing out of the
Surprised by
lineup?
that. Yeah.
But if he's willing to do that with his forward group, his skaters, think about that like your goaltending. You know, why not use Hill to be in this role? So that was the last thing I just wanted to throw out there from Josh.
Boy, Holberg, buddy, I'm cheering for you, but that was so much nothing.
So he did.
That
he
was
doesn't
an
have
abundance of nothing.
He doesn't have the Nick Robertson shot out of a cannon after being
No.
scratched thing.
Robertson, you take with the good with the bad. And,
Okay.
And Pontus Holmberg has the unique ability to be white noise. Like just
He got a shot.
he sure did.
It was a
He
rebound.
had one nice move where I was like, oh fuck if that went in.
That fourth line had some good offensive pressure at certain times. Like I thought last night, the 2 best lines were the third and fourth line.
Yeah, Berube's trying shit. He's trying. The third line was the only plus.
Oh, man.
Dude,
And they're supposed to be high event.
yeah, I know. It was not a great game.
I think Domi compliments Robertson so much because Domi's all pass and Robertson's all shoot.
Yeah, but they need a babysitter.
But they need somebody
And-
to
Yeah.
keep them in check.
And
Lorentz was good.
McMahon is playing too well to be their babysitter, so they bumped him up. So now Lorentz fills in on that third line. But what's weird about that is it kind of now where does Max fit in?
Mm-hmm.
It's odd, right? It's a little bit of a I don't know what you do going forward. Like who plays Saturday? You got Max's night off. All right. Okay, so you get him back in the lineup. Where?
Mm-hmm.
You take Robertson out. He just scored.
Yeah.
He played well. What are we?
But
doing?
then you want the Robertson bump, so you take him out.
Yeah, I know. What if I think Robertson, if he played 41 games, might get 41
goals. Yeah. On the Lorentz thing, Gord Miller said on the broadcast his dad says their last name is Lawrence.
Yes.
Which is weird.
Yeah, it is. They said that at the beginning of the season too. They mentioned that one of the games, and they're like, "Yeah, they pronounce it Lawrence," but they said he understands that everybody calls him Lorentz.
I asked the fucking guy.
Yeah,
and
so-
sorry.
So they just accept it.
Yeah, they just they're cool with it. It's like Tavares and Tavares.